Good morning from Tbilisi, and it's my last full day in the country of Georgia. Now, the last couple of videos I've been around the Old Town, showing you the sights, but today I'm heading up and seeing the sights of Tbilisi from above. However, it is morning, I've not had any breakfast yet, so before I go up I need some energy. So I'm heading towards the best bakery I've found in Tbilisi to get a khachapuri for breakfast, and it's just here. And all it is just a little hatch where they serve. The round one. Yeah. So you can see all the food here, and you've got so many different types of freshly baked bread. But this is mine now. It's 5 lari. It is a little bit more expensive than if you go down to a normal sort of town. But this is touristy central, and you can just see it over there. And basically all this is it's a flatbread, and in the center it has got melted cheese, and it's not exactly the healthiest breakfast you can have, but my god, it's delicious. And when it's still fresh from the oven, it's heaven. And this one's got a layer of cheese on top as well. Double bonus. Now that's filled me up, ready for my climb. Now there is 2 ways of climbing up to the top, and that is there where I'm heading for. And you can take a cable car. No idea how much that costs, but walking, according to Google Maps, takes you about 15 minutes to get to where I want to go. And 15 minutes on Google Maps might be for fitter people, but these are the stairs, or the start of the stairs that take you up. Right, this is the start, and I would film it all the way, but you'll probably just hear me breathing very heavily as I just climb up. That's the view. I'm leaving right now. So a little sign, Tbilisi street stairs, designed in 1850. Wow. Now I'm starting to sweat already, and it's only been about 3 minutes. Right, I think I'm halfway up, and this is just a nice little rest stop. I don't feel as bad as I thought I would, but these are the views you get from halfway up, and even now it looks spectacular. But only carry on. More stairs. I'm nearly at the top. It's not really that bad. It has taken about 15 minutes to get from where I started, so maybe Google Maps is linked to my fitness, and that at the top is what I'm going to see when I get there. And I'm at the top, and there are loads of people, and I don't think any of them climbed up. They've all either got the cable car or they cheated even more and drove up. But right here at this spot is this statue here, and that is the mother of Georgia. I think we can get round to the front, but in her right hand she carries a sword for the enemies of Georgia, and in her left hand wine for all the people that are nice. But I just want to have a look at the view. So there is a little standing platform, and this is Tbilisi. Wow. From the front, when you look up, you can't really see much. I think you need to go further down. When I was climbing up, I was too busy looking at the stairs to see the statue. But this is the view from the back, and she's actually wearing traditional Georgian dress. And let's get a good view from here. You see her face. Got a little smile on her. But now I'm going to go further down and see the fortress. Beautiful day. So on the way, you've got all these little shops, cafes. Because where there's tourists, there's been money to be made. Now this is definitely a better view. And then you can just see the river with the Bridge of Peace. Wow. This is also the spot where you can get the cable car. Oh, some wild birds. There's 2 of them. So the cable car comes up from the park, just down there. Oh, he's a happy man. Right, I'm just curious to know how much this is. I am walking back down. Right, I've had a quick check. There's a little sign on the window there. So you need a plastic card, which I've already got when I first arrived. And then it's $2.50 to use this to come up. So if you haven't got a plastic card, they'll provide one for $2, which I imagine that most people won't have one. So the other thing to see up here is not just the accordion player, but the fortress. Oh, and the National Botanical Garden of Georgia. I didn't know that was up here. Oh, wow. Some view that is. And there's a zip line. Wow. So this is the path towards the fortress. Unfortunately, it's closed. I was wondering why there was nobody over there. So the castle is temporarily closed for visitors due to ongoing works within the framework of the rehabilitation reconstruction project. Drat. So because the fortress is closed, I thought I'd come down here to the botanical gardens, see if I can get in. Unfortunately, this is closed as well, due to significant rockfall. So you can enter the botanical gardens through various streets at the very bottom, or by the zip line. Ooh, I think I might give this one a miss. Even though I can't get to the fortress, might as well tell you something about it. It's founded in about the 4th century, originally a Persian citadel. It's been taken over by so many people, Mongols, the Russians, Persians, but in 1827 a massive earthquake destroyed large sections of the fortress, which is why today it's still in ruins. I've just followed this road down here, so I've gone past the Mother of Georgia, and only because, according to Google Maps, there is ruins down here, and I'm assuming that's them there. So there is another path just down there that takes you up higher. So let's have a look. But this view, and there is another gate just down there which leads you to the national park, and it's for Lowry to get in. So because I'm on a do not spend any money type day, I'm going to give it a miss. Plus the fact that is just such a big area that'll probably take a whole day just to go around. And this is the path, and that's the ruins. There isn't anything online I can find out about this place, but I can only assume that it's part of the fortress, I guess, just down there. It is nice to see though, and I am being very careful with my footing because it doesn't look like it's been tested by health and safety people. Just seems to be a lot of rocks. And then another view of the national park. Botanical garden. Now just down from the ruins is this place, so on the map. I'm hoping I'm not going to get knocked over. But this is the Bizina Ivanishvili Palace. Now, it's a giant modern glass and steel mansion over the hills of the capital. And Ivanishvili, I hope I say his name right, is the billionaire, ex-Prime Minister of Georgia. Now, the locals seem to call it Tbilisi's spaceship, or the glass box, and I can see cameras pointing at me already. So obviously it's a public, because it's his house, I'm not allowed to go in, but the fact that it just looks like a Bond villain's lair. Wow. I mean, it's got a balcony that just goes all the way around. But I did have a walk through there, so that looks like the walkway under his garden, to get to the other side to see if I could see anything better. Nothing. He likes his privacy, but he has got a nice view. So that's everything I've seen up here. They've got the Mother of Georgia just down there. So I'm going to have a wander back down. Now, because it is my last day, there is something I've wanted to try since I got to Tbilisi. And I saw this sign yesterday. Wine ice cream. Now I saw someone on social media talking about it about a week ago. And I have spent the last week trying to find some. And it was only last night I saw the sign. Wine ice cream. It's like two of my favourite things put together. So I'm going to go down and try it. So coming up here is really, really worth it, because not just because of the statues in the fortress, but the views of the city. Now, I've managed to come down a little bit and you can see the Mother of Georgia all the way from the front. There you go. That's her face. And that's the views. Yet again, the spectacular views. I'm now back down from up above and I'm in Old Town. So this is during the day. So So not only have you got the restaurants, but you've got a market full of stuff. Plant people. And I'm on the hunt for some wine ice cream. Now, I know the sign for it is down here. Definitely. I saw it. To go in there you need to put a shawl on. Now when I was down here last night, this place was packed. A lot more quieter. Here it is. Can I have a wine ice cream? Thank you. Five. Thank you. Cheers. Now wine ice cream is a very Tbilisi thing, and I don't know if it's wine and pomegranate or you can taste the wine in that and the ice cream. Wow. This is definitely not for children, and it's starting to melt already. Now wine's a big part of the Georgian culture. They claim that Georgia is the home of wine. Archaeologists have discovered that winemaking was made here around 8,000 years ago, and they've got over 500 grapes varieties, which a lot of them are unique to Georgia, and it's a big massive export for the country. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this, and it's very melty from the sun. Who'd have thought wine and dairy products could mix so well together? That was refreshing. It's very Moorish as well, but I want to be sensible. I don't know if a wine ice cream can get you drunk. Probably not, but it's my last day. Tomorrow I leave Georgia. I'm on a flight going to Uzbekistan, the capital of Tashkent, and although I do want to go and explore a bit more, I need to do laundry, pack, sort myself out, because nobody else is going to be doing it. So if you've enjoyed this little video of me wandering around up and down, then all you got to do is press that like button. If you want to see what my travel day is like, flying with Uzbekistan Airways, then all you got to do is press subscribe. But as I said, I've got to go and pack. So until next time, bye bye for now.